Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Manzur Ahmad Ganai, lecturer history. Our today's topic for 11th class students of history subject is discuss in brief the reasons behind the rise of new towns and cities in medieval Europe. Dear students, one of the important developments that took place in medieval Europe was the rise of new towns and cities. There were some specific reasons behind the rise of new towns and cities in medieval Europe which can be discussed as under. Number 1. Dear students, expansion in agriculture and agricultural operations was the primary reason behind the growth of new towns, because it is believed that when the Roman Empire came to an end, when the Roman Empire declined after 5th century AD, all economic aspects of life in the European history got devastated, got declined. But slowly and steadily, the economy began to gear up, especially the agricultural sector. We understand that due to feudalism, which was based on the concept and ownership of land, vast tracts of land were brought under agricultural cultivation by feudal lords. As a result of this, when vast areas of land were brought under cultivation, there was maximum increase in the agricultural production. When there was maximum increase in the agricultural production, the crops or the food grains which were produced through these agricultural activities were used by general masses, were used by people as food. And when food was available in abundance in the form of these agricultural crops, the people were able to have higher levels of population. The people could bear the increase in population due to higher agricultural productivity. And this increase in population in the European town, in medieval Europe, gave boost to set up new towns and cities in different parts of Europe. Number 1. Number 2, we understand that the increasing trading activity due to surplus production also boosted town life. And it's believed that due to agricultural prosperity, there was surplus production. There was enough production. People could not only produce crops for domestic use, for use as food, but there were crops also. There were crops which are cultivated in abundance. As a result, after consuming crops at home, after consuming food grains at home, there used to be this huge quantity of crops, huge quantity of production, which remained unused. And this unused or surplus production gave boost to trade and commercial activities. And these trade and commercial activities were further boosted when new trading routes were discovered or opened up between Europe and Asia and Africa. So, surplus agricultural production and opening up of new trade routes gave new direction to the prospects of trade and commerce. Not only this, we understand peasants who had agricultural production, surplus agricultural production, they needed a place where they could set up a selling center and where they could buy tools and cloth. Means that there were huge agricultural production, and now there was need was felt that there should be some places where people could install these markets in which they would sell agricultural grains to the people, and in return people would give them tools for agricultural activity and clothes for their daily use. As a result of this, periodic fairs or we can say marketing centers came up in different parts of Europe where people brought their agricultural production and sold it to the people, and in return the people gave them clothes and tools of agricultural activity plus some money as well. And these market centers where people used to do this selling and buying of food grains, of tools, of clothes, these market centers ultimately developed in the form of new towns. Number 3, in European history there was a popular saying that town's ire makes free. What does it mean? It is believed that the peasants who deserted their lords and hid themselves in towns. We understand, dear students, that the peasants were exploited to the worst by their feudal lords, and at number of times the peasants left the lands of their feudal lords, and while leaving the lands of feudal lords, these peasants deserted or went away into the areas of towns which have been already established. And these peasants deserted their lords and hid themselves in towns for a year. Because if a peasant was able to hide himself for a year from the eyes of his feudal lord, then he was considered free. And these peasants hid themselves in these towns for a year, and after a year they were considered free. So that's what we call town's ire makes free. These peasants used to hide in these deserted peasants who deserted the lands of their feudal lords. They used to hide themselves in the towns for a year, and then they were considered free. And after getting freedom from the bondage of their feudal lords, they looked for new jobs in towns. And there were such thousands of examples where peasants settled in these towns, in different kinds of towns, after making themselves able to be freed from the bondage of the feudal lords. And these peasants who came into these towns and opted for new jobs also contributed in the prosperity and growth of new towns and cities. Thank you.